All right, hi 2.1. So we've already talked about the main characters, but now I want to do a little retell of this book so your parents can catch up and to remind you of what's happened since it's been so long. So this is how I'm going to keep it organized and look back to. I'm going to show you pictures while I talk about it. So the first thing is Hugo lives at the train station. He lives there, he works there. He has secret passages that he can go behind the walls and get where he wants and needs to go. He can go through there. And now the second part. There's a toy booth inside of the train station that Hugo keeps stealing little pieces of. So he takes little screws and cogs and things from the toy store. And here is Hugo looking behind a clock. So he's actually got a job at the train station where he fixes all the clocks at the train station, because this is from the early 1900s and you had to wind all the clocks to make them work. On the next part, and here he is going through behind the walls to get to his apartment or where he lives. And this is him working. The next part of the story is talking about Hugo's father. Now Hugo's father, he had two jobs. Number one is he fixed the clocks in the train station, but the second job was that he worked at a museum. And when he was at that museum up in the attic, there's lots of cool things that aren't for show. One of them was this automaton, and it was broken, and Hugo's father wanted to fix it. So Hugo's father introduced Hugo to it, showed it to him. They thought it was really cool, took it home. Well, when when Hugo's father was at work one night, there was a fire, and unfortunately Hugo's father died in the fire. So now Hugo's all by himself, and that's why he's taking care of the clocks and doing his dad's job, is because he doesn't want anybody to know that he's all by himself, because he doesn't want to go to an orphanage, and that's why he's always running away from the station inspector. So eventually Papa Georgius, the man of the toy booth, took Hugo's journal because Hugo was stealing pieces from Papa Georgius. But he knew that Hugo was really good, so he thought, hey, maybe I can have Hugo work in my shop. So here's Hugo working for Papa Georgius, and that's how he becomes friends or acquaintances with Isabel. Movies are also a big part of this story. Hugo used to go to the movies with his father, and so it brings back a lot of memories and makes him happy. And Hugo and Isabel snuck into a movie, and it was probably their favorite part. And then we skip forward. Hugo eventually finds all the parts. He gets the automaton to work. Isabel has a key that she puts in the back and turns it. Somehow she's got this key, and he starts to draw, and what he draws is this. And then we find out that the drawing on the bottom is Georges Méliès, and that is Isabel's father. So why is Isabel's father signed on this automaton at the end, and why did Isabel have the key that made it work? So somehow they are connected. So what Hugo and Isabel do is they go and they confront Papa Georgius and say, what is going on? Why is your name there? How does this happen? And Papa Georgius is really confused, and he starts crying. And so Isabel and Hugo are searching around the house to see if they can find any clues, and they found a box. They open the box. She falls. All the box opens, and there's a whole bunch of drawings all by Papa Georgie's. And that is where we are.